I'm proud of myself. I'm early. Family, I'm early. Proud of myself. Ah, we're live. We're live. Live from Mexico, the Yucatan. And we're going to have a Bitcoin Hangout tonight. It's about time. It's Money Monday. I'm Reverend Valerie Love at your service, also known as Kaisi. How you loving? That's what we say in our community. How you loving? In this global spiritual community, this community of incredible light workers, incredible beings. How you loving? So let me see you. Who's here? Who's here? Say hi in the comments. Let me see you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, love tubers. Austin! How you loving? Love you. Mwah. How you loving, Austin? Come on in, come on in. Hey, peeps. Hey, peeps. How you loving? Hey, Black Bunkai Defense. Pray you're having a blessed and awesome Monday. Oh, thank you so much. I am. Are you? Are you? Start putting your Bitcoin questions in the chat. Grown is knowing. How you loving? Lady D444. How you loving? Oh, this is Denise. Denise, my girlfriend Denise. Is that the one you're talking about? My girlfriend Denise. Is that you, Lady D? 444. Tina, how you loving? Taboo Mahogany. OMG, you're making me so happy right now. I'm seeing all my peeps. Oh my God, Taboo Mahogany. How you loving? I haven't seen you since the retreat in Virginia Beach. OMG, Ujo Wajad. How you loving? Ujo, guess what? Oh, all good. Ujo, I think that mix-up was on me. We'll connect. That was on me. We'll connect. Calvin, how you loving? Hey. Yay, a crypto video. Yay. Oh, my God. Oh, Denise Comfort. Hi, Denise. How you loving? How you loving? So, why are we having this conversation? Let's get down to business. Here's why we're having this conversation. I'm on Clubhouse a lot, pretty much every day. Well, maybe not every day. I'm on Clubhouse a lot. Love Clubhouse. And Clubhouse is, if you're not on Clubhouse, hop on Clubhouse, download the app. It is on iPhone, soon coming to Android. So hop on Clubhouse if you're not on Clubhouse. And if you are on Clubhouse, looking forward to it. Yay! My day today. Oh my God, Ujo, watch that. I was overzealous today. It worked out well though. It did work out well. So please forgive me. That was on me. So we will connect. So why are we having this conversation today? We're having this conversation because I've been in quite a few Clubhouse rooms. And I hear a lot of questions in Clubhouse rooms, and I hear a lot of conversation in Clubhouse rooms that would reflect that we do not understand Bitcoin at the core level as well as we could, or as well as we would want to, for what we're doing here. We are creating wealth, generational wealth. And I've been talking to you, family, about Bitcoin since 2015. It's now 2021 as we have this conversation. And I was cracking up at some of my old videos from Bitcoin. Do you know I pulled up a video series from Bitcoin in 2017? And that video series, we were going bonkers because Bitcoin hit 4,000. We had lost our minds. We didn't know what to do with ourselves because Bitcoin had reached 4,000. And we were like, oh my God, what is happening right now? Never, ever in a billion years did we think that Bitcoin would be at 50-something thousand per coin. So let me give you a little snippet out of my Bitcoin experience. The other day, I went and I looked up some of my old Bitcoin transactions. I found a Bitcoin transaction from 2016, maybe 2015, 2016. I'm not sure exactly what day. That Bitcoin transaction, I sent 4 whole Bitcoin somewhere to do something. I don't know what I was doing. It doesn't matter. The Bitcoin at that time was worth $923, all 4 Bitcoin. How much is 4 Bitcoins worth right now? 4 coins. If you have 4 Bitcoin in your hand right now, how much would that be? Someone please look up the number of Bitcoin today, right now on the market, and tell me how much Bitcoin that would be in fiat dollars. If you broke it down into fiat dollars, tell me how much that would be. Hey, New Orleans, I love it. Hey, Kev, I love it down in New Orleans. Nolans, as we say. Tell me how much Bitcoin that would be. Someone, come on, family. Someone look up Bitcoin. 200K, exactly. Exactly, Black Funk Guy. Defense, exactly. And what is the price of Bitcoin today? I didn't look at the price of Bitcoin today because I don't look at the price of Bitcoin every day. So I did not look at the price of Bitcoin today. And I would say that looking at the price of $250,000, that's right, Calvin. That's right, Calvin. $250,000, and we were just flinging it around back and forth just like that. Just like that. We was balling. Oh, Lady D has the exact number. Come on, Denise. 222. Ooh, over 222. Ujo Wajasa over 222. Lady D said $221,086.92. That was one Bitcoin transaction that I did in 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. Family, please understand that 55,504 right now, $250,000, like Kev said, $250,000. This is what we must understand, family. If we do not understand Bitcoin and where the world is headed, how will you become wealthy in the new economy when the world flips over? The world is changing. So let's hear your Bitcoin comments, questions, strategies, tips, ideas. What are you looking at? What are you investing in? Now, let's talk a little bit before we go further in this conversation on Money Monday. Welcome to the channel. If you're not subscribed to Valerie Love TV, please do subscribe and smash that like button, baby. Smash that share button and remember to subscribe and ring the bell. Yes, YouTube has you jump through a few hoops to make sure that you really want the content. So if you love the content, please do subscribe to ValerieLove.com, ValerieLoveTV.com. If you're on Facebook, welcome Facebook. Love tubers, I love you. You know how I feel about you, love tubers. I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, crypto paid, my credit card's off, and my mortgage is almost paid. It's a dream come true. Woo! Come on, Calvin, I know that's right. Lisa, thank you for introducing me to Bitcoin many years ago. I'm grateful. Yes. So we call it orange pilling, people. So now let's talk about my choice in the moment to be a Bitcoin maximalist. So what does that mean? It means that I've made a decision that right now I'm putting all the investment dollars that I would normally put in different things and looking for new projects that will be really, really, really good. All those funds are going into Bitcoin. Why? Here's why. In the third and fourth quarter of 2021, big money will be coming into Bitcoin. Now, I didn't say crypto, I said Bitcoin. You've already witnessed big money come into Bitcoin via Elon Musk and Tesla, via Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, his company. You have seen billions come into Bitcoin via just these two people. What happens? Intuitive Gems, how you loving? It's a Bitcoin party, baby. It is on. What happens when states, governments, so governments at the state level and governments at the federal level begin acquiring Bitcoin? Remember, these entities cannot go out and buy Bitcoin tomorrow like you can. Most publicly traded companies cannot go out tomorrow and buy Bitcoin like you can. Why? They have to get permission. And their permission is multi-layered. And they have to have committees. And they have to have meetings in order to be able to make buying decisions. Because most of the time they're trustees or guardians, or they have a fiduciary responsibility to a group of people that they have to answer to. All these trust funds, pension funds, they can't just go out and buy Bitcoin tomorrow. They have to consult with people. You don't have to do that. You don't have to consult with anyone, save yourself. Well, maybe spouse or intimate partner, boo, you know. Hopefully you all are on this Bitcoin journey together. Other than that, you really, really, really don't have to get permission, is what I'm offering. And even if you're a boo or you're a lover or your husband, wife, spouse, partner, whomever, is not quite on board with Bitcoin, depending on how you can do your finances, you can still choose to take the money that you yourself have your own personal money in a relationship, and you can still choose to stack sats, buy some Satoshis. You can still choose to do that, couldn't you? You don't need permission. Bitcoin is permissionless. You don't require anyone's permission to become wealthy, do you? However, governments, pension funds, hedge fund managers, mutual fund managers, all these money managers, as well as state governments, federal governments, local governments, the city of Miami, all of these governments that are just drooling now over Bitcoin, though they trashed it before. Beware of all the people that trashed Bitcoin before, because now they're buying Bitcoin. And they were publicly trashing Bitcoin to make sure you didn't run out and buy it first before they got all their ducks in a row to buy it. Don't be fooled by them. Fold card. Yeah, you got the fold card. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, family, let's talk about it. Are you, first of all, in Bitcoin? And do you understand it? Hey, girl! Yay! Bitcoin is being added to 401ks. Woo! Yes, because Bitcoin ETF options are coming. And it looks like, they're going to be approved and things like that, which is great. I would never buy Bitcoin in an ETF. I just wouldn't. Why would I never buy? They trashed to keep the price down. That's what they were hoping to do, right, Calvin? Didn't work. Finally caught you live. Yay, Melina, welcome. Here's the deal with regard to these 401ks and ETFs. I would never buy Bitcoin in an ETF. An ETF is an exchange traded fund, and it has underlying assets, and you invest in the thing itself, and it's pegged to an underlying asset, right? I would never buy Bitcoin in an ETF. First of all, why when I could just buy Bitcoin directly? I would never do it. Why? Because I educated myself to understand the financial markets from being a financial advisor for 7 years at American Express, right? I understand the financial markets enough to be dangerous. I don't understand everything about it, nor do I need to. I understand enough about it to be dangerous. Next, I understand how Bitcoin works. And I understand that Bitcoin is the answer to the fiat evils of the world. I understand that. And I understand that Bitcoin is radically going to change everyone's life, whether you're on Bitcoin now or not. Guess what? Why? Because Bitcoin is soon going to be a base layer on which many things are built on top of. And you may be using an application and using Bitcoin and not even knowing it. It may run on the rails of Bitcoin, and you're using an application stacked on top of Bitcoin or on top of the Lightning Network, and you may never even know that you're using Bitcoin, just like the internet. When the internet first was invented, wasn't really invented, we discovered it. Nothing's invented. We are just making discoveries of things that are all already present in this huge cosmos, this universe of life. This is Bitcoin for spiritual people, so we talk spirituality here, right? When the internet was first discovered, no one knew what the internet was. No one knew what it could do. And do you remember if you had a computer back in the day, and do you remember DOS? Do you remember you had to actually type in the commands? Do you remember we had commands? C colon dash to get the computer to do something. You actually had to type in commands. Who the fuck does that anymore? No one. Why? Because we have now protocols that sit on top of the internet, like HTTPS, which allows you to go to a website, HTTP and HTTPS, right? That is a website. Allows you to just type in ValerieLove.com and just go straight there. We have all kinds. Do you remember that? It was your one, Jack? Oh my God. So super old. That's exactly right, Calvin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. So back in the day, the internet was extremely impractical. So, you know, people make the argument, Bitcoin is so impractical. How can you use it? I mean, it's slow, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. You have to have keys. You have to have this. What's coming to Bitcoin will make Bitcoin as ubiquitous, I hope I'm saying that word right, ubiquitous as the internet. It will. It's just a matter of time. Bitcoin will be everywhere, used by everyone on the planet. Mark my words. Now, back in 2015, I told you buy Bitcoin. I said, actually, I didn't say buy Bitcoin and HODL, because HODL didn't come to way later on, right? Thank you, Ujo Wajet. And you know what I did, Ujo Wajet? I put up a Clubhouse room for tonight at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, not realizing that I am not able to connect to Clubhouse on my phone at the same time that I'm connected on YouTube. I was planning on doing a different configuration. I'm like, can't be on Clubhouse and YouTube at the same time like I had intention. So if you saw that Clubhouse room and wondering, where is it? What happened? You know what happened. We can't be on YouTube, Facebook, and Clubhouse at the same time on one device. So that's what happened. So pardon me. Please forgive me. At any rate, if you go to ValerieLove.com, click on blog, and there you're going to see the recordings of my Clubhouse episodes, my Clubhouse rooms that I have. I have them pretty much on Mondays, except for when I'm traveling, which I've been doing a lot lately. I was in Miami, DC. No, I was in San Diego. No, I was in Tijuana, San Diego, Miami, DC, pardon me, back to Miami, and flew over to Manila. Woo! I've been around. So the last few weeks, I have not been on Clubhouse weekly with our, pardon me, with our Money Monday. But Bitcoin is so important to me that we're going to be doing it on Mondays. So if you'd like the recordings are at ValerieLove.com. Click on blog, and you will see that we record those episodes of the blog. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Pop your questions in the chat. Tell me in the chat what you're doing. Tell me if you're investing consistently in Bitcoin. Let us know if you are just buying and holding. Tell us what's happening with you and your Bitcoin story. Now, when we first started moving around Bitcoin in 2014, when I did anyway, 2014, 2015, Bitcoin was already going. 2008 was the white paper. 2009 was the Genesis block. Genesis block was mined. The very first block of Bitcoin was mined in 2009. I didn't find out about Bitcoin until many years after that, till 2014. When I found out November 2014, it came to me in meditation. You may have heard me talk about it, Bitcoin and Bali, and I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, that little yellow bee I was seeing bouncing around the internet that I thought was some dumb gamer money, like whatever. I was kind of trying to get it out my way, like, well, there goes that bee again. No, I don't want that. Little did I know that Bitcoin was going to become my husband. But anyway, that's what's on my Clubhouse bio. Bitcoin is my husband. So when we started in Bitcoin, Bitcoin was not an asset. Bitcoin was being used more as a currency. We were using it, We were using it to buy coffee. We were like, this is the new money of the world. Oh my God, this is incredible. We were using it to buy things, to purchase, to fix cars, to travel. I used Bitcoin to fly home from Bali. I was in Bali for 33 days. And when I got complete with Bali, in that moment, I booked my air on cheapo air. I booked it with Bitcoin. You can still book tickets with Bitcoin online. I booked my home ticket, my ticket home with Bitcoin. Bought it with Bitcoin. I bought everything with Bitcoin. I bought pizzas with Bitcoin. Everything you can imagine, we bought it. That was in the moment when Bitcoin was seen as a new money, better than fiat money, and I knew the ills of fiat money. So we were using it. It wasn't until a few critical junctures occurred. One was the IRS treatment of Bitcoin, and it treated it as an asset, as property, because I think they're just confused as to what it is. They're like, we don't know, but it's making money and we want our cut. Let's call it something so we can put it on paper and get that paper, right? IRS and everybody took a vote. Yeah, let's do it. So the IRS made it sort of that if you move Bitcoin, it's a taxable event. And so now every time you move Bitcoin, it's a taxable event. So it doesn't even pay to move Bitcoin anymore at all. Just buy it and hold, hodl, hold, right? Hodl is the Bitcoin expression that we use in the Bitcoin community for hold. That's what creates long-term generational wealth. Buy, hold, buy, hold. But you have to understand the psychology when we first started in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was not 55,000. It was nowhere near. When I first started buying my first few Bitcoin, it was a couple of $100s. Okay? Bitcoin was not anything that I ever thought would be where it is now. I had a totally different vision for Bitcoin. I thought everyone was going to be sending money back and forth to each other in Bitcoin till the cows came home. Did not see that it would become the most miraculous and stellar store of value the world has ever seen. Beyond gold, and y'all know I've talked about gold on this channel. I was a gold gal and I bought gold and I still have gold. I ain't buying no more. All of these investment dollars are going into Bitcoin and not even into crypto. Bitcoin. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Okay, let's go to the comments. Let's look at some of these comments. Buy it, hold on, buy more when it's on sale, like the other day. Hello, grown is knowing it did go on sale the other day, didn't it? Bitcoin was the doorway for me into stellar projects such as Cardano and VeChain. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, Bitcoin was the door opener. And I would offer family, if you do not understand Bitcoin, you have no business in any other coin. I'm going to say this again. If you don't understand Bitcoin, you have no business buying anything else. Anything. Why? Because if you don't understand Bitcoin and the technology that it is, you will not have the wherewithal or the inner vocabulary to assess any of the other 6,000 some odd that are on CoinMarketCap. You won't know what you're looking at because you don't understand the core principles. You don't understand first principles. You don't understand the core mechanics, the heart of Bitcoin. If you don't understand the heart of Bitcoin, you won't know what's good and what's not good. The only reason I could call, there's two reasons why I could call Cardano was going to be huge way long time ago. How many years ago did I tell y'all about Cardano? What year did I tell y'all about Cardano? 2017? 2017, I think. I don't know when I told y'all about Cardano originally. I'm a Cardano maximalist. I keep all the Bitcoin from full card rewards. I believe one Satoshi will be $1 someday. Absolutely. That's exactly what we were talking about in the other day. In the Planet Moolah, I invest in pizza and beer. I see what you're doing. Go right ahead. Because everybody is schooling on blockchain. Because everybody's free to invest in whatever you want to invest in. Good for you. Go for it. As long as you're loving life and loving it. As long as it works for you, boo. If it makes you happy, I'm thrilled. See, the bottom line is this. Once you understand the Bitcoin technology, the Bitcoin protocol, once you understand things like the true meaning of decentralized, you will see that most of all those coins that are on CoinMarketCap are absolutely centralized. Well, you wouldn't know if they're centralized, and you wouldn't know the problem with centralization if you didn't understand the decentralized network that is Bitcoin. If you don't understand decentralization, how can you understand anything else in this space? You want to become a student, an avid student. Like we say, you got to spend those 40 hours schooling yourself. And what are you going to school yourself on? Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Now, let me bust a myth right now because I feel like doing some myth busting. Let me bust a myth. The other day, I was talking to someone that I love. Can you help understand, once I buy tonight, I'm going to buy, your first $50 of Bitcoin. I love it. Red Carpet Magazine. When I hold it, do I make money? Does it go up and down like stocks, Valerie Love? Thanks, all my love. Oh, beautiful question. Beautiful question. There's the question right there on the screen. So now, before we go to answering this question, I want to give us a little bit of understanding of something. And why this critical aspect of understanding Bitcoin and doing your 40 hours and doing your 6 months of Bitcoin study is going to pay off tremendously. It's going to pay off tremendously for you. The decentralized nature of Bitcoin versus the centralized nature of all of these other coins will tell you right there that if you are investing in something, because remember, we're playing with money here. We're not playing with tickets. We're not playing with something that's not valuable. You're putting your money into this. I'll answer that question in one moment, okay, Red Carpet? You're putting your money into this. So wouldn't you want to understand deeply what you're putting your money into? So if you look at a decentralized system, it doesn't have one point of failure. Shut this one down, we got billions more, we got millions more. Right now we got millions. You couldn't shut the Bitcoin network down if you tried. And trust me, people have tried. Why? It's so decentralized, it's so dispersed all over the world. It's a huge network. It's a huge network. Now let me ask you a question. How many of the protocols on CoinMarketCap are truly decentralized? I only know of one. That's Bitcoin. Now, I could be wrong. There could be more. Truly decentralized. What do I mean by decentralized? You could shut Ethereum down like that. You want to know how? Go to Amazon. Their servers, it's run on AMS, I believe. It's run on Amazon servers. You could completely shut down Ethereum if you wanted to. Right now, the government could go to Amazon and say, shut down Ethereum. Turn them off. Turn off the Amazon servers. You would turn, it's like a faucet. Ethereum is like a faucet. You could turn it off. And we're just talking about one way you could turn it off. So if you don't understand Bitcoin, you won't understand how bad Ethereum is. And when I say how bad Ethereum is, I don't mean, hey, boo, how you love it? And should I buy Bitcoin through PayPal? Interesting questions, Red Carpet Magazine. I like it. And I'm not saying this to badmouth Ethereum. I don't have anything against Ethereum. I've bought Ethereum. I've used Ethereum because you can't get into any of the other coins unless you had Ethereum. But the other day I logged into this old wallet that I had. I had forgotten I had Ethereum in there. I ditched that Ethereum so fast and changed it for Bitcoin. You couldn't even make your head spin. No, no, no. That's not decentralized. So if you don't understand what decentralized is, you will have no chance understanding, should I put my money in this coin or not? Remember, these people are slick marketers with amazing websites. Here's our roadmap. Here's our white paper. And we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Then they put a bunch of fun names on it. We're going to roll out the Zephyr. Then we're going to roll out the Swoony Swiffer. I don't know where they get these names, but they have all these names. Oh, they make it look slick. And then we give them our money. Oh, no, 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 no. While you're doing your research, and this is not financial advice, it would be wise to start with Bitcoin. Once you understand Bitcoin to where your conviction level, now this goes to you, Red Carpet, where your conviction level is such that you invest and you put your money in and you enter Bitcoin and you know what you're doing and you have the confidence in it, good for you. Don't just buy it because people say to buy it. No, 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 no. Know why you're buying it. That goes to intention. This is a spirituality channel. I talk spirituality. And Bitcoin is probably one of the best things for spiritual people ever, because I find that many spiritual people do not very much equate well with fiat money, including myself. It was difficult to connect with fiat money because we know it's not real. That shit is not real. So for spiritual people that are highly intuitive, we have a hard time with money because we know money is not real. And I'm telling you, I see a lot of light workers all over the world who have a very, very, very big challenge with fiat currency and have never become wealthy and becoming wealthier and wealthier and wealthier than ever with Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is sound money. It makes sense. Now let's talk about this $50 and putting in $50. I can't tell you how much to put in. No one can. You must know your own financial fingerprint. You must know your own risk tolerance. And you also get to do your research and see what feels right for me. And no, don't invest more than would keep you up at night. If putting $50,000 in Bitcoin right now would keep you up at night, don't do it. I don't put investments before peace of mind. Peace of mind is paramount. Now that's for me. I do things that bring me great peace of mind. Why am I in Mexico right now? I'm in Mexico right now because Mexico cost of living is so inexpensive for the fabulous value I get. I'm not going to live in some crazy place. It's such a tremendous value that I can take, and that I'm financially independent because I already have income coming in, that automatic income coming in that completely covers my cost of living. And I can just stack sats. It's a power move. It's a strategy. And it's not even my forever home. It's what I'm doing right now because I'm strategically doing something. I'm doing something. You want to make your power moves with your finances. You want to look, you're playing chess. You want to play chess and you want to win. Let's go to more of these questions. I love it, family. We're having a good conversation. It's easy to get cheap crypto now. Let me see. Yeah, it's easy to get crypto. That's right. Cheap crypto, stake, and make passive income. Yeah, it is easy to do staking. You're absolutely right. I don't recommend it unless you know what you're doing, but you're absolutely right. Do you have any videos on the importance of breathing correctly in essential oils and how it can help with healing? Oh, absolutely. Hey, Alethea, how are you? I do have, that's weaved into a lot. You probably want to join the Wealth and Wellness Vortex to get a lot of my health and wellness videos. They're in that group on Facebook. Go to valerielove.com, and I think it'll have access to that. But if you look for the Wealth and Wellness Vortex on Facebook, you will see that's where I have a ton of content on wellness, especially essential oils. I live by essential oils. Cardano is the most decentralized, I believe. I couldn't speak to that. I'm not well versed on the nature of how decentralized they are. I do know I love Cardano. I'm no longer, and I bought it in the past, as you know. I'm no longer putting money into Cardano. I'm being very honest with you on what I do. You decide what you do. And I came to this decision based on returning to my roots, becoming a Bitcoin maximalist, because I bought Bitcoin in the beginning and I used Bitcoin in the beginning because I knew Bitcoin would change the world. And I'm pouring all the energy, focused energy, onto Bitcoin, changing the world. Love it. Oh my God. OneCoin, Calvin, wasn't that a shit show? Oh God, that was horrible. OneCoin. Oh man, those were some master thieves. Man, they were some master thieves and master con artists. Man, that lady, that lady, I think did she go to jail or did she escape going to jail? I don't remember. And BitConnect. We kept telling people, get out of BitConnect. Get out of, no. They're going to give you double back your crypto. If someone tells you they're going to double your crypto and give it back to you, why are they telling you that? They could just go buy crypto. If they had a special nifty crypto doubling machine, why would they be telling you, give me your crypto, I'll double it and give it back to you? Why wouldn't they just take their own crypto, double it, and have it, and then double it again and have it? And why would they need you? They would need you. Only a Ponzi scheme needs you. Don't go for it. Valerie, I live in the DMV area and I am contemplating making a big move like you did, either to Florida or somewhere out of the country. Woohoo! Love it. Family, I'm telling you, big changes are coming to the world. If you don't have your passport and Bitcoin, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It's like Cat Williams said, if you are not smoking weed, I do not know what you are doing with your life. If you don't have a passport and Bitcoin, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Because guess what? You could just walk over any border. You could have a brain wallet and you just cross the border with who knows how much money. And no money in your pocket. Do you understand that? Do you understand that there are people living in Venezuela right now that are fighting for their life, can't even hardly live, and they're living on Bitcoin? Thank God. Thank God. Okay, Valerie. Nico. Hey, London. Valerie, how much money do you think you should have on or income to make move like you did? Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm going to answer that question when I do a live. I'm doing a live this coming Friday night, a Nomad Queen video, a live Nomad Queen video. Nico, that is a good question. And I'm going to break down all the finances because I've been saving receipts. I've been carefully documenting finances. So this coming Friday night, right here at 9 p.m. Eastern time, same time. Wednesday night will be here at 9 p.m. Eastern time for Witchy Wednesday. Crystals in the Bible. That's the topic of this week's Witchy Wednesday. I'm back on my content schedule. And Friday night, we're actually going to do a Nomad Queen video. And I was conjuring it up in my mind today about the money and about bugs, about heat, about living outside of the U.S., about family, about travel. That's coming up this Friday night. So, Nico, I will answer that question for sure. Hey, Lightwolf, how you loving? That's my friend from way back. Tracy, how you loving? How are you loving? I need the knowledge. I know that's right. Come on. Still haven't gotten her yet. They still haven't got her yet. Oh, they still don't have that lady from OneCoin yet. That's good. She conned people out of major money. And when they told me about OneCoin, I was like, this is a scam. Scam. BitConnect. Scam. I kept talking about BitConnect. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't do it. People just running doing it. couldn't get their money in fast enough. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Hello, it's a scam. It's never going to work. They're going to steal your money. It's a scam. You're going to lose it all. It's a scam. But people, you just heard the feet running. All you have to do, tell people, we're going to double your money. Here you go. Here's my money. This is a 10 of Pentacles card that we have today. And so I just have it here in my studio space. Why? If somebody's going to double your money, say, no thanks. I'm quadrupling my money by myself every month in Bitcoin. No thanks. Alethea, have $44 in Bitcoin. Okay, let me see this. Alethea, have $44 in Bitcoin. I took quizzes in Coinbase for other coins and traded them for Bitcoin. Oh, I'm getting to buy a Trezor and hold. Excellent. You taught us to have diamond hands. Still writing my book. I know that's right, Alethea. I love it. I love it. Leanne, how you love it, sis? Oh my God. Wow, so good to see you. Love from Mexico, from my beautiful home in Mexico. Shantae, how you loving, Shantae, from my beautiful home in Mexico. Spirit brought me down to Mexico. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. So this coming Wednesday is Witchy Wednesday. So Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be together for Witchy Wednesday on crystals in the Bible. Because, a lot of Christians try to tell you that if you use crystals, you're going to hell. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Let's talk about it. Friday night is going to be Nomad Queen, where I'm going to break down everything about the move to Mexico and the new home, numbers, everything. I got all the goods coming to you this Friday night at 9 p.m. Nomad Queen, Eastern Time. All right, let's go further with Bitcoin. How do you know it's a scam? I really want to talk about this because I just keep seeing so many people just lose money. How do you know it's a scam? First, spidey senses, your inner voice tells you, it says yes or no. Now, this is what I hear a lot. And this is what I heard from someone who called me the other day. I started to say this the other day, earlier in the broadcast. And then we got into another conversation, but I want to talk about this. Oh, you hadn't heard of BitConnect? Good thing Uja watching. They certainly ripped off a whole bunch of people. A Bitcoin. These scams are always deposit your Bitcoin and we'll do the rest. Deposit your Bitcoin and lose it. These chumps are taking it. Anyway, yeah, BitConnect was disaster. And I remember where I was when it blew up. I called Zaire. I was like, oh, BitConnect is blowing up right now. Do you see? It was like massive runs. People trying to pull their coins out, couldn't get their coins out. BitConnect. It was like it was open one day and the next day was like, I don't want to laugh for the people that lost their money, but I was like, oh my God. Why do people think that this is going to work? Nothing about this makes sense. Nothing about this is how wealth works. Understand how wealth works. And then you understand that there are no wealthy billionaire people putting their money in BitConnect. Yet there are several people that are wealthy, that are billionaires putting their money in Bitcoin. Follow the smart money. Follow the smart money. Okay, now, so the other day I was having this conversation. This is another myth I want to bust up. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing me back. Thank you, Spirit. The myth of the come up. Please put it in the chat. Ooh, I'm about to get in there with this one. Put it in the chat. The myth, the come up. The come up. You know the come up? I love that, Victoria. Victoria, I love that. That's exactly what we're talking about. That's so simple. And I love it. Keep it simple. I just buy and hold. That's it. Here are the 3 laws of Bitcoin as I hear them on Clubhouse. Buy Bitcoin, shut the fuck up, become fabulously wealthy. They say it all the time. Buy Bitcoin, shut the fuck up, become fabulously wealthy. So let's talk about the come up. Can y'all put that in the chat? Put it in the chat. The come up. This is a big myth. The come up. Oh, come on, Alethea. Get rich quick. Come on. Come on. get rich quick, and Bitcoin does not mix. It takes time. Hello, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Their website, their website said the server was down. Her Calvin, it's still down. What kind of server is that? Nico, there's no such thing as come up. It's all come on, Nico, my man. We gotta bust the myth of the come up. Shantae, right? The come up. People want to come up. Just read Nico's comment. There's the answer right there. There is no such thing as a come up. I've never seen it yet. You know, I gotta get a quick come up. They use the same technology, the terminology every time. This is poor people speak. If you want to speak the language of poor people, that if you had a lexicon, a dictionary of poor people ease, like legalese, poor people ease, poverty ease. It's not easy being poor, that's for sure. It's too damn expensive being poor. I do not recommend it. I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better. I'm just telling you. In the lexicon of poor people, there's this thing called the come up. What is the come up? Or not even poor people, because I would say that a lot of people that I've seen use this are not poor. They just have lack and limitation, and they do not yet have wealth consciousness, which you can remedy that at any time. Isn't Nico talking facts right here? The myth of the come up. Okay, so what do they want when they're talking about the come up? What are they talking about? They're talking about buy a coin, some coin for 10 cents. Buy 1,000 of these coins for 10 cents for maybe $100. The 10-cent coin goes to $10, and you just turned your $100 into $1 million. I don't know if that math completely adds up. Do the math. Trying to quickly turn $100 into $1 million. First of all, it's pretty much against the laws of wealth and quantum physics. I mean, it's just not going to happen like that. Yet, that's what people are looking for. And this is the conversation that I had the other day with someone I really love and cherish. They were like, should I buy Dogecoin? My girlfriend bought Dogecoin. I was like, oh, I think I just had a heart attack. Oh, Dogecoin, oh my God. How horrible can it get? No shade on that cute dog. Come on. Dogecoin is not for becoming wealthy. Dogecoin is a joke. It's a meme. It's always been a meme ever since. Dogecoin is almost as old as Bitcoin. There's a couple of them that are really old. Dogecoin and Litecoin, super old. Super old. They're almost back in the day, shortly after Bitcoin, right? Dogecoin was a joke. And Litecoin, they used to say Litecoin was silver and Bitcoin was gold. That's what they used to say back in the day. Does anybody talk about Litecoin at all anymore? I don't think so. Well, this come up that people are looking for. He said his girlfriend bought Dogecoin. At first she made money. Then it went down. Of course. And I was not happy that she wasn't making money. I want people to become fabulously wealthy. That's why we're having this conversation. On this channel, I talk about your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. That's what we do on this channel. We talk about magic, money, and metaphysics. That's what we do. Helping spiritual people become wealthy. I got a blog devoted to it. I got books on it, 40 money mantras, 40 money spells. We got buku. We just finished 40 money secrets. We had 78-day tarot and your money. We're always talking money and spirituality on this channel because you cannot live your full destiny and express your greatest self from a place of lack and limitations. Gotta be abundance. Now, you don't have to be wealthy. It's completely up to you how wealthy you are, right? You get to choose. Abundance. Abundance. So, if you want abundance, so he and I had this conversation, and I said, Dogecoin. Hold on, my stomach, I'm about to hurl. And then I came back and I got myself back together again. And I said, buy Bitcoin. This is all I ever say to people. All the people that I speak with, and very soon, I'll be doing more programs on really helping people understand crypto, and even doing coaching. If you go to valerielove.com, you click on programs, you see my coaching there. And coaching with me is not cheap. It's not supposed to be, because it makes people a lot of money. It makes people a lot of fucking money. Oh yeah, why? Because I see what's gonna happen. And I see what's good and what's crap. And I've told it to you over and over and over the years, and it hasn't been off. And I told you about Cardano a long time ago. I was like, ooh, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Super smart people run that. Now, like I said, I've returned to my roots of being a Bitcoin maximalist. So I don't invest in a whole bunch of coins. I'm pumping that Bitcoin, baby, and stacking sats, stacking sats, stacking sats. Yet you yourself must make your own decision. So then I said to him, okay, what do you want to do? No, Miss Love? He's one of my son's friends, so y'all seen him on the channel, so he'll tell you about it when he comes back on the channel. He said, no, Miss Love, I want to become wealthy. I want to double my money. So let's say you have $10,000 that you're about to invest. Let's say you have $10,000 you're going to invest. If you take $5,000 and you invest in Bitcoin, and you take the other $5,000 and you spread it out over several of those coins that are on CoinMarketCap, not only did you just take a crapshoot, a major crapshoot, you now introduced yourself to opportunity loss, because if you had put the whole 10,000 into Bitcoin, I'm not telling you what to do, this is not financial advice. I used to have my financial planning licenses. I no longer have them. I'm giving you strategies, ideas, education, inspiration. That's what this is about. You must do your own research, and you must decide what you are going to do with your money. That's your responsibility. Be your own bank. That's what Bitcoin is all about, right? Shaquana, how you love it? Where you been? I've been traveling, Shaquana. I've been traveling. I'm back on my schedule now. Now I'm back home in Mexico, and I'm back on my schedule. Now, I said to him, if you take $10,000 and you invest the whole thing in Bitcoin, and I'm not telling you what to do, I'm giving you comparisons. And he was like, wow, Miss Love, you're absolutely right. Then I said, if you just really like gambling, which is, if you go on CoinMarketCap, there are probably 5, maybe 10. No, I'll say this. Probably 0.1% on CoinMarketCap is actually worth something. 99.9 shit. It's crap. It'll never work. It's crap. It's a shit show. It's a fancy marketing. No developers are working on it. It'll never work. It's some pie in the sky idea. They pump some coins. They airdrop some. They pump some coins. They did a pump and dump. They got people to buy the coins. They got free money, and they were out of there. That's 99.9% of the coins currently sitting somewhere around 6,000. How are we gonna have 6,000 cryptocurrencies that work? That's impossible. 99% of them are okay. How about we say 1%? Let's be generous, because I don't want to hate. Let's be generous. Let's say 99% of them are pure crap and 1% is gold. How are you going to know what the gold is being in a whole sea of crap? You're trying to pick out a gold here and a gold there and a gold there in a sea of crap, when you can just buy Bitcoin. Buy the horse that's winning. It's a winning horse with no end in sight. Why? Once again, if we go back to the first principles, and if we go back to understanding what Bitcoin is, start right there. What is Bitcoin? You'll quickly understand. Bitcoin is everything. Let me give you a something to look up. Look up bitcoinorshit.com. I think it's Bitcoin or shit or bitcoinandshit.com. Look it up. And what does it have there? It has all the things you could have bought over the years and what they would now be worth if you had put that same money into Bitcoin. Earbuds, yeah, Apple iPod, sneakers, some game console. If you had bought it, can someone look it up and let me know in the chat exactly what it is? It's either bitcoinorshit.com or bitcoinandshit.com. And it just spins and it just shows you. If you bought this in this year and you bought Bitcoin instead, this is how much you would have now, $21 million. If you bought this, if you had bought Bitcoin, if you bought this is all shit, this is crap. If you bought this and you could have bought Bitcoin instead, if you had bought Bitcoin and still had it, you would have $11 million. And it just keeps flipping. It just keeps flipping. Tron, oh my God. Tron was trash. But didn't they have good marketing? Didn't they absolutely try to convince everyone that Tron was just going to be so? And the people that were on it, here's the whole crazy thing about it. People are so emotional. Why are they so emotional? People get so emotional, don't they? They get emotionally involved in these coins. Why? You're not going to marry the coin. It's not a lover. I mean, even though I do have on my bio in Clubhouse, Bitcoin is my husband's metaphorically. I had 2 human husbands. They didn't work out too well. But Bitcoin as my husband is just great, taking care of me just fine. So, you know, when you consider it, all things considered, tell me one that's been better than Bitcoin. Show me one. We're talking how many years? Since 2014, let's call it 2015, was my first full year in induction into crypto because I didn't get into it until the end of 2014. 2015, my first full year induction into crypto. Show me one that has done what Bitcoin has done. Over the last 5-6 years, here we are in 2021. I'm going to give you another example. Okay, let's look at this one. Ethereum BNB.link. Right there, the Rook 10, I do want to let you know, if you were on Clubhouse, with a statement like that, you would have caught a beat down. ETH has always outperformed Bitcoin. In what universe? In what universe? No, boo. I just spoke about ETH earlier. Ethereum, one central point of destruction. You could call Amazon right now if you had a good enough reason to shut Ethereum off. You could turn it off with a spigot, just like you open this and shut it. That's how easy it would be to turn off Ethereum. As one central point of failure, it is not decentralized. Period. End of story. ETH has always outperformed Bitcoin. Wow. Education will help that. The Rook. Education. Educate yourself. Because if you, and I'm saying this kindly. I'm saying this kindly. Go look at the numbers. That's very interesting. When ETH is at what? 1,800, 2,000, and Bitcoin is at 55,000. Okay, boo. I don't know. Maybe you're smoking something. I don't know. Let's go to what you're watching. When I think about all the $6 and $7 lattes I've purchased over the years, oh my God, absolutely. So true. Oh my God, some of those Clubhouse rooms get so heated. People are literally fighting over crypto. Man, Clubhouse is cray. Sometimes you get in the wrong Clubhouse room like the Rook, there's no way. Rook, you don't know. I'm going to say it very clearly. Education. Dig deeper. Educate yourself. I want to be kind. I want to be kind because kindness is my religion. Because I could go off. I'm not going to go off. Kindness is my religion. The road, you have a lot of education to do. You have a lot of educating of yourself to do. Shaquana, wow, you look amazing. Just orders the books. Yay! Gracias. Go to ValerieLove.com and order. Now, let's go back to the conversation that I was having with this young gentleman who has come into some money and he's going to invest. And he chose that he's going to invest in Bitcoin. He chose that. I didn't talk him into it. He chose that. Okay. Well, this is what I said to him. I said, if you like throwing money into a, what's the word? A casino, I would offer that you go to Vegas because you'll have a lot more fun at it. So if you go to Vegas, you're going to have some nice, cute ladies with, scantily clad cocktails. I don't know if they still do that after the experience of 2020. I'm not sure. I do know that if you have an incredible, experience of casino, you could go to the casino and you could roll the dice on $1,000, $5,000, whatever it is you do. I was married to a man who won $17 million in the lottery, as you'll know. We used to go to Vegas and we could have, we could have 5,000, 10,000. We could have $100,000 on a craps table at any given time. Oh my God. I remember one time I looked at the craps table and I was like, it was all black chips. I'm like, this is enough to feed a small village in Africa. And I've been in a small village in Africa. Like, oh my God, what are we doing with our lives right now? Oh my God, what are we doing? Right? If you want to throw your money at a crapshoot, go right ahead. Go to casino, throw your money in Ethereum, crapshoot, total crap. I don't know how Ethereum hasn't broken yet, because the mechanics and technology of Ethereum, crap. It could break at any minute. I wouldn't have a penny in there. I'm telling y'all, I came across that old wallet and I had a little bit of Ethereum in there. Man, I transferred that Ethereum out so fast it wasn't even funny. What do you want? Do you want success? Do you want to win? I like winning. Do you want long-term wealth for your children or your grandchildren? That Ethereum platform is about to break, and if they don't fix it, and they keep saying they're going to fix it, and they haven't fixed it yet. If you want wealth, do you see smart money in Ethereum? Do you see Tesla in Ethereum? Do you see anyone putting billions of dollars in Ethereum? Or do you see a lot of people who are emotionally attached to Ethereum and who like crypto kitties? I mean, there's nothing wrong with crypto kitties. And there's nothing wrong with all the shit coins that sit on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, it's not even a blockchain. That are in the Ethereum network. Nothing wrong with it. Just look at the facts. Look under the hood. Ethereum could break at any minute. There's no way I would trust my future and the future of my children to Ethereum. No way. No way. That's me. You have to make your own choice. But if you're going to roll the crap, if you're going to roll a crapshoot, you might as well go to Vegas rather than, why go to cryptocurrency.com? We were laughing about this, me and him. We were like, yeah, you put your money invisible in the internet. You just throw your money into the internet. It's invisible. And then you lose it, or it doesn't do what Bitcoin did, opportunity loss, as I mentioned. And then what? At least if you go to Vegas, you get some free drinks out of it. You get some fun. You get a nice fun experience. You have the crap table with everybody else. Yeah. Sevens. Yeah. I mean, we used to do all that shit. So, hey, I would say ignore the Rook 10. Just a troll. I mean, what can you say? Just a dumbass troll. Probably with a little dick. Little dick trolls that like to just come in and spew nonsense because they got nothing else better to do with their life. But anyway, I don't know. It could be a woman. It might not even be a person with a dick. I don't know. But I just get a masculine vibe from it. It's just bad. Go ahead. Keep putting your money in Ethereum. Help yourself. I'm really here for supporting people in becoming free. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Okay? All right, Calvin. Calvin says, I still like ETH, but they better fix their scalability. They gotta fix it, and they keep promising the fix. The fix hasn't come yet. Has not come yet. Ethereum people are so insecure. Well, you would have to be insecure because you believe in something that's not real. So that's what causes the, all of that, just talk, talk, talk. If you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you don't have to concern yourself with it. Like we say, the 3 rules in Bitcoin: buy Bitcoin, become fabulously, buy Bitcoin, shut the fuck up, become fabulously wealthy. That's it. That's all. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. My child, my 4th grandbaby, is coming on its way, coming in July. And he'll have a Bitcoin wallet just like my other grandkids have a Bitcoin wallet. So get your kids the Bitcoin wallet, and, yeah, get it, get it, get it. Okay. Now, the next thing, so I think we have buried the hatchet on the come up. There's no such thing as a come up. Buy Bitcoin, hodl. Buy Bitcoin, hodl. Buy Bitcoin, hodl. That's my model. You got to decide for yourself what you're going to do. Let's go to the next conversation. The next conversation is I doubled my money quickly 3 years ago thanks to you. Yay! I love it. Anti-materialist. I like that. Cougar. Ooh, you're a cougar. Ooh, I like it. I doubled my money quickly 3 years ago thanks to you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, as we say, in Bitcoin. Bitcoin! Bitcoin is a clear winner. And to tell you the truth, Bitcoin, when it goes up, it lifts everything. Because a rising, as they say, a rising tide lifts all ships. Well, when Bitcoin raises, everything else raises. It's just a natural knee-jerk reaction to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has true reasons for exponentially expanding. And it's going to exponentially expand even more, family. The Bitcoin story is not over, but I see a lot of people that will really consider themselves out of the game with Bitcoin because they'll think Bitcoin is so high. How can I double, triple, quadruple my money? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm always buying Bitcoin, always buying Bitcoin, always buying Bitcoin. But like I said, I can't tell you what to do. You're grown. You're an adult. You get to do your own research and make your own decisions. But this is one of the Bitcoin purchases that I made last year. And Bitcoin goes into Bitcoin winters. And just like the whole crypto market, just like all financial markets go into winters, right? Bear markets, bull markets, that's part of it. That's part of everything. That's part of investing. Well, last year, I bought $350 worth of Bitcoin in July. In February, that $350 worth of Bitcoin was well over $2,300. So I don't know what's that, 5x, something like that. That was before the run up from about 10,000. Remember, Bitcoin was 10,000 last year. Before the run up from 10,000 to, and even part of the year, it might have even been less than 10,000 as I go back and I look at the 2020 numbers on Bitcoin. So if you go back and you look at the numbers on Bitcoin, and if you were continually buying Bitcoin and hodling Bitcoin up until now, you would probably have seen exponential expansion. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not over yet. It is not over. We're far from over. Because guess what? Now we have Tesla coming on board. Of course, Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor bought 17,000 coins, Bitcoin. He bought 17,000 before, for his personal portfolio, before he bought the Bitcoin for his company, MicroStrategy. He said he woke up in a cold sweat, saying to himself, in a panic, oh my God, I didn't buy enough Bitcoin. He bought 17,000 coins for himself before he bought the coins for his company. And he said he woke up in a cold sweat. I didn't buy enough Bitcoin. That's exactly how everyone ought to feel now. I didn't buy enough Bitcoin. I don't care how much Bitcoin you buy, how much you are hodling, it's probably not enough for where it's going and what's going to happen. with the whole planet? Can you imagine if one Satoshi, if we do get on par with the Satoshi to $1, you know, a $300,000 or $400,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year is not completely out of the picture, considering the third and fourth quarter activity that's going to take place on Bitcoin and large institutional money that's coming into Bitcoin. That's not out of the question. Therefore, that means that $1 million Bitcoin is not out of the question. It simply isn't. It's going to happen. It's a matter of time. So it's completely up to you whether you capitalize on that, whether you capitalize on all that Bitcoin stands for. See, I'm not just buying Bitcoin just for wealth purposes. I'm buying Bitcoin because it changes the world. I'm buying Bitcoin because it's truly sound money. And I'm buying Bitcoin because it is a new world. It's a new world and it cares nothing about people. When I say people, meaning you don't have to be black or white or rich or poor or anything. You can just buy Bitcoin. You don't even have to have a bank account. You don't have to be 18. You can simply buy Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin. That's it. Like, it's no respecter of persons. It's equal and open to everyone. It's equal opportunity. You can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin right now. You can get $10 of free Bitcoin right now by helping other people get onto Bitcoin right now. You see, it's a great leveler. I was in financial services, and I'm telling you, only certain clients got access to certain investments. If I had a client that wanted to invest, let's say, in a real estate investment trust, a REIT, they had to prove that they were an accredited investor. That means either you have a certain amount of assets or you have a certain amount of income. And if you're not an accredited investor, you don't get to purchase, you don't get to invest in all of the other things that people that are accredited investors get to invest in. Why? Because the government tells you what you can invest in, because it feels like you're don't know better, that you must be dumb and don't know better if you don't have a lot of money. That's not true. There are a lot of savvy people that may not have a lot of money, and there's a lot of smart people that have a lot of money. Maybe they inherited it. So Bitcoin does away with all that. It does away with all the issues of the old fiat system. So my children and my grandchildren will grow up in a Bitcoin. We're not raising fiat kids. And we're certainly as hell not raising shitcoin kids. Definitely not. And we'll teach them how to use critical thinking skills, how to be intelligent, how to use all of the brain power that God gave us, how to analyze, how to come to right conclusions based on facts and not fervor, and how to invest long-term for your health and well-being. And to do that and help the whole world do the same thing. What could be better? What could be better? All right. So many free ways of getting Bitcoin. So many ways of getting free Bitcoin. Actually, I think I have a podcast episode about that. I call it my podcast. It's me, and I record my Clubhouse rooms. So the recordings are at ValerieLove.com. Click on programs. I am committed. You know, I've been talking about Bitcoin for years. I freaking orange pilled tons of people. Ain't one of them mad at me. Not one. I haven't met one person yet that's mad because I told them about Bitcoin. Not one. Not one. I haven't met one person yet to say, Kaisa, you told me about Bitcoin. It didn't work out. I heard a lot of things people say, Kaisa, you told me about Bitcoin. I bought it, but then I sold it. Kaisa, you told me about Bitcoin. I didn't buy it for 3 years until one day I got up and buy it. Now I'm happy. Not one person yet has come back to me and told me, man, that was bad, Kaisa, what you told me. That was bad. Hasn't happened yet. I have not heard that from anyone. So I don't know. You tell me. I've been talking to millions of people. You tell me. All I hear is stories of, not that it was the wrong call, stories of, I did it, I lost my keys, or stories of, I did it and I sold too early. Those are the only kinds of stories that I've ever heard of loss. Other than that, I've heard all kinds of, incredible success stories. I've seen people that bought Bitcoin and it went up so much that when they lost their job, they actually were able to live on Bitcoin for months until they were able to get their financial situation back. Nico, I wouldn't even pay any attention to that nut because Safe and lazy. Safe and lazy, whatever. Everyone who's in Bitcoin knows that's not true, because you already know that if you're in Bitcoin, you probably worked harder than all the other shitcoiners out there. As a matter of fact, in some Clubhouse rooms, they call Ethereum the asshole through which all the other shitcoins emerge. Oh my God. They are so merciless on Clubhouse. Some of those rooms, they do not play. Merciless. But I like that you're hanging out here with us, the Rook, because maybe you might learn something. I don't know. Maybe you might learn something. Maybe you might learn something. I love it. I love it. I love it. Next, let's talk about this next. There's a book that I want everyone to read. It's called The Sovereign Individual. Who's read it? Well, you know how we love books around here, because educating yourself is the number one first thing we've got to do. You've got to spend those 40 hours educating yourself about Bitcoin so that we all understand the space, or that 6 months, whatever it takes. But it's going to be about 40 hours for you to really understand Bitcoin and then to understand the space. If you don't understand Bitcoin, you don't know the problems with Ethereum, and you'll think Ethereum is a good idea. You won't understand what's really going on. So you've got to understand Bitcoin first. So let's go to where do I want to go next? Where do I want to go next? The book, Sovereign Individual. Thank you, Spirit. Get the book, The Sovereign Individual. It is so good. It's a book about the death of the nation state. Wow. The death of the nation state. Get that book, The Sovereign Individual. And in that book, yes, thank you so much, Soul Whisperer, for putting it in the chat. In that book, you will understand that this protocol that we have, known as Bitcoin, the truly decentralized option, or to be there's only one, right? The one, number one, that's never been upseated by anything else. When you understand sovereignty, and that anyone, anywhere in the world can purchase sound money like Bitcoin, hold it for as long as they want to, and be able to actually add value to their wealth creation for themselves and their family, without a nation state, without a government, without inflation, it's game over. It's game over. Do you understand there has never been a time that humanity has what we have in our hot little hands right now with Bitcoin? There's never been a time, it's never existed before. You are living in a cutting edge time in human history that has literally never existed before. Wow. That's incredible. Can you believe it? You are living in a time that nation states are no longer the only printing money entities. They were, and if you control the money supply, I have a quote that I keep in my journal. I think it was J. Paul Getty. He said, "Permit me to control a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." Permit me to control the nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws. It doesn't matter the laws that are on the books, because the nation states will continue to print money ad nauseum and povertize all of their citizens. No problem. No problem. You've seen that that's exactly what the nation states do. And if you've seen that's what they do, okay, bye the Rook. See ya. If you see that's what nation states do, you've got to make a choice. Otherwise, your children will be slaves, debt slaves. The dollar is debt. The dollar is debt. Cancel, cancel, cancel on fiat currency. It's debt. Look at that. That's right. It's debt. And you wonder why you're in debt. And you wonder why you can't get out of debt. I know people have been trying to pay off their debt for years and still haven't paid it off. And why do they have a 30-year mortgage? It doesn't take 30 years to buy a house. Why is there a 30-year mortgage? And yeah, you can get a 15-year, but why does it take 15 damn years to buy a mortgage? How about just pay it cash or just buy it in 5 years or whatever the case may be? And when you look at the amortization schedule, when you sign the paperwork at the closing, the settlement table, you'll see that you're paying them back 3 times the amount of the house. The dollar is debt. So therefore, all of its citizens would be incentivized to be in debt. Get a new car, 0% interest. Get a new house, low interest rate. The American dream, the house, the car. Just buy shit and get in debt. Bitcoin ends all of that. It ends all of it. It ends all of it. And if you don't understand, yes, how powerful that is, please I'm begging you. Well, let me not beg. I don't have to do that. I know you, and I know you. If you're listening to this conversation, you desire wealth for your family, and you deserve it. So take that time, whatever it takes, to learn, understand Bitcoin, and make that radical choice. Make that radical choice. Calvin, the gov needs you to be in debt forever to keep the system going. Gotta keep you going. Gotta keep you in debt. Right? Oh my God. They gotta keep you in debt. They gotta keep you in debt, keep you paying a whole hell of taxes, keep you buying a bunch of shit in stores all the time. You're certain to never become wealthy. Stealing money out of your 401k, stealing money from your entire life, basically putting you on turning up the speed on the treadmill ever so slightly, continuously, because every time they print money, you have to run a little faster. Houses are not going up in value. The dollar is going down. It just takes a pile more. We're in rampant inflation. It just takes a pile more of money to buy the same house. It doesn't mean the house went up in value. I thought about that. I learned that on Clubhouse. I was like, well, damn. We've all been convinced and conditioned to think that houses are going up in value. You buy the house for $300,000, it goes up in value. Oh, now my house is worth $400,000. Did the wood become more valuable? Think about it. Did the mortar somehow become more valuable? Is the swimming pool somehow more golden than it was yesterday? What is making your house go up in value? It's not going up in value. As a matter of fact, your house is going down in value if you want to really consider it. Because you have to keep propping it up and fixing it. After 30 years, you got something that you patched up and fixed up and smashed together and glued together. Your house is not going up in value. The dollar is going down. So instead of $300,000 of this paper trash money to buy your house this year, next year we'll need $400,000 of this paper trash money to buy your house. Please understand these economics. This is not for you. This is anti your wealth. This is anti your wealth. I'm telling you the truth. All right, let's go. Galvin, when it says, and now you can't buy a house less than 200,000. Hello. And guess what? I would take that same $200,000 and roll it into Bitcoin and sleep good at night in my rental apartment. I have a rental home. Never felt better. I've owned real estate. Man, I've owned so much real estate, it's not even funny. Bought a brand new dream home, bought this home, bought renters, but I wouldn't have none of that now. Put it in Bitcoin. Wouldn't have any of that now. Put it in Bitcoin. I want to save my family with BTC. Yes, Nico, you can. You can absolutely save your family. Your family, if you're watching this and you're on zero, no worries. Doesn't matter. No worries. You can start today. You can start today, and I'll bet you will still create greater wealth in Bitcoin than you could have in the fiat currency system starting 30 years ago. Do you understand that Bitcoin is exchanging 30 years for like 5 years? The wealth that people took 30 years to build, Warren Buffett, it took him 30, 40, 50 years to do what he did. Do you understand that people have become Bitcoin billionaires in a matter of a fraction of that time? Bitcoin shrinks time. Bitcoin also doesn't need your labor. If you have homes and you rent them out to get the residual income, it requires your labor. It requires your thinking. It's taking up inner space. When I had tenants, it took up inner space that you could be using to create, inner space that you could be using to envision your next quantum leap in your life and create it. Yet, we're having too much inner space taken up with things that don't create wealth, that instead are povertizing you. I just want to say thank you. I love you. From helping me get over the fear, and now you're helping me get wealthy. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, family. I love it. I love it. So what's the bottom line of this conversation? We're going to conclude this conversation. What's the bottom line of this conversation, family? Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. I'll say it again. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. If you don't know what it is, find out. If you don't have any, consider should you buy it. Find out. If you have some, do you have enough? If you feel like you have enough, are you supposed to be buying more? Can you buy more for your children, your children's children, your unborn children? You don't need a name for a wallet. I got wallets. I got accounts for my kids and my kids' kids. My kids' kids, my grandchildren had Bitcoin before they had regular fiat money. They will probably never have bank accounts. Wow. What happened? The light went out. That's interesting. That must be time to wrap up the combo. The light just went out. That means it's time to wrap up the combo. Oh my God, that's bizarre. I mean, it's plugged in. It just went out. It's like, over. Okay, the party's over. Thank you, family. Consistently buy Bitcoin. That's right. If you already bought it, are you dollar cost averaging it? I know. That's exactly what the universe is saying. Nicole said, see ya. Peace. So it's time for me to peace out. I love you, family. God bless you. Go to ValerieLove.com. And by all means, buy the books. Pick up the recordings at ValerieLove.com. They're only $9.99 each. I record the rooms all the time. They give you a PhD in Bitcoin because I am here for your freedom. I love you. God bless you. Well, Kaisia. Peace. I'll have the light ready for you on Wednesday night.